Today we're going to talk about the stimulus relief package that was just approved by Congress. I'm going to answer all your questions like, what is this money? Who qualifies for this money? How do I receive this money? When will I get this money? What do I do with this money? I'm going to answer all of your questions. We're going to go over the different scenarios, how it all works. I'm going to break it all down for you. And then I'm also going to talk about 3 different scenarios, life scenarios that you may be in, and you're going to fall into one of those 3, and then what to do in that situation if you're in this situation, that situation, or this situation. I'm going to break it all down for you. Let's get into it. Our life has been completely turned upside down. It is just so different than it was just 4 weeks ago. It is crazy how different April is starting from when March was starting, and I honestly never thought it would get to this point. I never in a million years thought that this would be coming 4 weeks ago. Absolute crazy. So I am riding this along with you guys. I am in the trenches with you. I'm here for you, and I'm hoping that, you know, my videos and my blog posts can give you a little peace and a little bit of comfort and just okay, we got this. So with that being said, I am doing videos now at this time to help you with this, to help you, you know, manage your way through what's going on in the world and the craziness of everything that's going on, and making videos along with that. So I've done a video on our $20,000 pay cut that our family took, how we're weathering that. And that's a great video if you are going through a pay cut, or you've gone through a layoff, or lost your job, or know someone that has. Share that video with them. I've also shared videos on things that we cut from our budget, as well as electric costs. Right now we're stuck at home until who knows how long, and our electric bill is rising because we're home 24/7 now. So I gave some tips on how to deal with your electric bill. So I'm doing lots of videos along the lines of this stimulus and all the different things that are happening with the quarantine and all that's going on. So subscribe, join the family. I would love to have you. All these videos will be linked down below in the description box for you, so you can go check them out there. I'm going to do this whole video in very simple terms that I can understand and that you can understand as well. So basically what happened is the government is trying to help the economy. And what they're trying to do is to stimulate the country. Is that the right word? Stimulate the country? But what they're trying to do is put money back into us, the people, our hands, that we can put it back into the country to get things going, to get things moving again. And, you know, to give Americans some relief in this. Now, they're not giving tons of money to everyone individually, but they are giving some that will help us along. So we're going to go through all of that. I honestly never thought I would see this in my lifetime. This is crazy. The package that was approved, and this is historic of what's going on right now. And you know, this is something that our kids are going to be learning about, you know, 10 years from now in the history books. It's crazy that we're living through this right now. The numbers. I know you guys want to know the numbers. 9 out of 10 Americans will be receiving this stimulus package. So if you make under $75,000 a year, you will receive the full package, which is $1,200. If your spouse, you and your significant other make a combined total of $150,000 or less, then you'll receive the full $2,400. And then for every child 16 or under claimed as a dependent will receive $500 for each person. Taxpayers filing as head of household, if they make under $112,500, they'll receive a full $1,200 as well. Now, what these numbers are based on for your total income is your 2019 taxes. If you have not filed your 2019 taxes yet, then it will go off of your 2018 taxes. And then you'll be receiving them via direct deposit. The first group of people that will be receiving them via direct deposit should have their money by April 17th, which is my birthday, so remember that. So if you're asking yourself, what if I make over $75,000? Or what if our family makes a combined total of over $150,000? What about us? How does that work? So what is going to happen is it's going to go down by $5 for every $100 over the $75,000 or the $150,000. So if you make, I don't know, $200,000, then it's going to go down by $5 for every 100 over 150. For that last $50,000, it's going to go down $5 per 100. I'm also going to have a blog post on this with some links in there that you can go to find out some more detailed information, to get some additional information. All of that is going to be in the blog post down below in the description box. I do a blog for all of my videos, but this one is going to be packed with information. Like, this is, if you're going to check out a blog post, this is the blog to check out. It's going to have all that information information. And one of the things in there is going to be a link to a form. So say you need to update your direct deposit information, say you need to update your address or whatever it is, if you don't want to get direct deposit, if you want to get a physical check, that's going to be in that link as well. So make sure you go check that out. Make sure that your information is all up to date in the portal. That's going to be really huge to make sure that you're getting your money as soon as possible. Next question is there more money coming? We don't know. Right now, Congress has said just this one time, but they've kind of left it open-ended, so we have no clue if there's going to be another one down the road. I think, honestly, Congress doesn't know what else is going on. They don't know how else this is going to hit our economy. They don't know what else is going to happen. So Congress has said, for right now, just this one, just to use it wisely. All right, so you received your check. It's April 17th. We've already celebrated my birthday at home. Now, what are we gonna do with our money? So I'm gonna go over a couple different categories of people. The first one is for the people that are not financially stable, people that are really struggling. First thing I'm gonna ask is for you to watch my video on our $20,000 pay cut, how we're doing with that, all of that. That's gonna give you some really great tips on what to do if you receive a pay cut, what to do if you get laid off. It's really gonna help give you some info and what to do. 911, we are in panic situation. Next is to make sure you're on a written budget. Make sure that you are tracking all of your spending. You guys know that I am all about the budget and I am the budget queen. No, I'm freedom in a budget, but I'm all about the budget. So make sure you're on a budget. Make sure that you're tracking all of your spending. That is so important. Then look at your four walls. Make sure that your four walls are taken care of. Is your housing taken care of? Do you have a place to live? Are you going to be behind on your rent? Your utilities. Make sure your utilities are paid. Your food, that you have food in the fridge, and transportation. That's going to be the four most important things. Once those are taken care of, if any of those are behind, use this check to get ahead. Then I want you to start looking at your other bills. You know, do you have to maybe call your landlord to say, hey, this is what I'm going through. This is what's going on. I just got laid off. You know, maybe check with your landlord and see if you can work out a deal with that. See what's going on with your landlord. Make sure that you're in constant communication with your landlord. Trust me, I have friends that are landlords and they're a little stressed of what their tenant's going on, what's their mindset. So make sure that you're in communication with their landlord. That's going to help put them at ease and just give you the comfort as well of, okay, we talked about it, we're good, we're on the same page. Also, reach out to your other providers. Reach out to your cell phone company. Reach out to your car, if you have a car loan, the car loan company. Reach out to your utility bill. They may have different things in place that can help you win this. They may be able to defer payments for X amount of days or whatever it may be. So talk with those companies. Don't be afraid to pick up the phone. They're really going to be able to work with you and really come up with a solution. It may be some give and take, but trust me, it's going to be better than just sweeping under the rug and letting things go into default. We want to take this time now to make sure that we are using this to the best of our ability and make sure that we're using the $1,200 or $2,400 or however much you're getting, depending on the size of your family, to its maximum benefit. I really want to make sure that you guys are using it fully and not just, you know, just shopping and going on Amazon. Next is to cut anything you don't need. Guys, there's so much stuff in our lives that we have that we absolutely don't need. This is a time of crisis right now. This is a time where if you have stuff that you're behind on your bills, you can't pay your bills, you have to cut other aspects. You have to cut cable, you have to cut subscription boxes, you have to cut different things like that, and maybe, you know, home delivery services and different things. This is the time to do that cutting, and yeah, it's gonna suck, but this is what we have to do to get through this financial crisis. And I'm not saying it's gonna be forever, but for right now, this is what we have to do to make sure that we can cut back in those areas. And, you know, limit your driving. We're not supposed to be out on the roads anyway, so limit your driving, really cut back on gas, really cut back on the utilities that you're using, on the TV that you're watching, go outside, play, do all of that stuff so that you can save as much money as possible. Also, where's your emergency fund at? Where are you guys at with that? If you have everything else taken care of, I would recommend putting this towards your emergency fund. Depending on where you are financially, stuff is going to happen and you want to have that emergency fund full. I would honestly recommend pay minimums on all of your debts. Don't be putting extra towards your snowball or avalanche. Right now, I want you to be paying minimums on your debts and stashing away cash for that if something happens, because who knows, you know, your job may be secure, but in 2 weeks it may not be. you know, we don't know what's going to happen. The next set of people is the people that are financially stable and the people that are able to make their bills, their jobs are secure, they're fine financially and everything. And what I would recommend for you guys is the same as I just said, is stop paying extras on your debt. Stop paying any of that. I want you to be hoarding your cash. I want you to be putting it all away in an emergency fund. You may have your $1,000 emergency fund. I think that it's really the time right now to be building that up to a 3 to 6 to 1 year emergency fund. Make sure that you have that cash in case something happens, and in case, you know, something happens to your family or whatever it is, that you can have that cash and start stockpiling. After this is done, you can put some of it back into your debt and everything, but we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how long this is going to last. This has already lasted a lot longer than they thought it would be, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. So now is a great time to hold some cash and really just hold on to it, and to go into crisis mode, and to go into, okay, we're gonna build up our emergency fund right now. And the last group are the people that are financially free. What are you guys doing with your money at this time? Honestly, this is the time to give. This is the time to help people that can't buy groceries. This is the time to put a tank of gas in someone's car, to pay for the person behind you, to reach out to the churches. The churches are struggling right now financially. Reach out to them. Reach out to small businesses. Do extra things of takeout to help with those local restaurants. This is the time now to give. This is the time to put money back into the economy and to help your neighbor, to help your family, to help people. This is really great time to really just dig in and you know, use your money for good, and use your money for what it's intended for. And I honestly believe that, you know, our money is not ours, it's God's money. And so this is the time that we are going out and we're giving. Also, investments. What's your portfolio look like? Right now is a great time to be buying. Right now is a great time to be upping your IRA, upping your contribution, you know, upping your index funds and buying ETFs and different things like that. Now's the time. You know, if you got extra money, an extra $500 after giving and different things, hey, throw it in the market. You know, it may be scary. You may not want to look at your 401k or anything like that, but now is when you're buying stocks on sale and ETFs on sale and everything. So what's your investments look like? This is a great time to be buying them. And of course, with all that being said, make sure that your emergency fund is fully funded. I really recommend having 6 months to a year's worth of emergencies. That's our minimum that we want to have an emergency fund. We are building that up right now as we are, you know, putting everything that we can towards our saving, is to really building that emergency fund up to a full year's worth of savings. $1,000, that's not going to cut it. 1 month, that's not going to cut it long term. That's a great small term emergency savings, but not long term. I want at least a year's worth of expenses in our emergency fund. If you want to hear about our $20,000 pay cut and how we're dealing with it, what to do if you receive a pay cut or a layoff, whatever it is, check out this video here. And if you want to know how to cut your electric bill, how to save money on your electric bill, check out this video here.